Hello and welcome to the show. We are back today on Wreckfest. It has been quite some time since I last played this game, answering a very important question. What would Wreckfest be like if it was to be played using the Micro Machines camera angle? Yes, the chances are you probably never thought of that either. Certainly I didn't. However, there is a mod that changes Wreckfest to use a Micro Machines style camera, so the sort of top-down-ish view. It is interesting, to say the least. It certainly takes some getting used to, and I am going to be driving on the more straightforward circuits, shall we say, as getting lost is very possible. What vehicle shall we use? We'll start with a B-class vehicle. Sure, let's go with the Rammer RS. Why not? Something big and fairly strong, hopefully, to maybe survive. It's going to go for 4 laps around sort of the most basic of circuits. Now, I have turned the AI difficulty down a little bit. Normally, I drive on Expert, no problem. But for this, it's a very, very weird thing, and I kind of want a half-decent race, hopefully. So, while I'm still kind of getting used to it, we will go for slightly lower difficulty. Now, the difficulty, as ever, in terms of the camera angle we're about to witness and driving, is seeing where the hell. First of all, spot your car, because there is no indication. I am middle of the second to last row. It's got the terrible start. That's me. We can wiggle a little bit down here. Yeah, so once you've found your car, you've now got this first corner is fine, because you can kind of see where we're going. However, the camera is fixed in terms of its angle. When the car's driving towards the screen, you don't really have much in the way of reference points, and on a more technical circuit, you end up just kind of ploughing into a corner, not knowing where you're supposed to brake. Now, I know this circuit okay, so I'm hoping I can get away with roughly knowing where to brake. And also, there's no massive braking zones in this track, so yeah, you can kind of get away with it a little bit more. But it's an interesting camera view. I will say, you guys watching this can potentially see a lot more chaos going on than you would normally. I can't really look around all that much. I do get a little bit more vision, a little bit more visibility in terms of am I about to be torpedoed, possibly into a corner. Oh, there's a killer bee further back. Oh, that's not destructible. Don't hit that, please. Yeah, you kind of get a little bit more visibility about the cars behind you and around the back of your vehicle. However, yeah, you can, if you aren't concentrating on trying to keep control of your tiny little thing, you can see quite a lot of other mayhem unfolding throughout the race. Of course, this is just changing the camera angle here. The cars still drive exactly as they would normally. There's still all the same damage and whatnot going on. There's still the don't drive across that bit, because there's a big old sort of lip that the cars jump across. I don't want to have a fight. No! Why would you do that? You were clearly going to be able to overtake, and instead all you've done is cost both of us time. Cost you more time than me. You're a muppet. We should normally be flat out around that final corner. That was really stupidly close. Don't go that close to the concrete. Not a good idea. Really, really not a good idea. That one, oh, not very well sorted out for turn 1. I've not got braking points sorted at all. Honestly, normally I'm not a terrible driver, but this is really weird. Now, because like the car driving towards me, I've raced road control cars for many years, so kind of dealing with the steering as the car's now driving towards you, not that much of a problem for me. It's just spotting the track, it's knowing the track, knowing where to put the car. I just can't. Why can I not do that corner? Why am I struggling with that corner so much? Oh, the big estate car is being a big bully. We are gonna. Oh yes, it's gonna spin. Hey! Big estate car is gone. I think sort of some AIs are sort of more programmed to be more aggressive. Some are happy to race you cleaner. The car ahead of me seems to be happy to race fairly cleanly. Right, let's actually try and get an apex. Well, it was closer at least. There was a light brush. It was a light brush on the Datsun there. Oh, a little bit of sliding from me. We're not going to get any further up the order here. Oh, that's tyre bundle. There is a solid Armco barrier behind that tyre bundle, so you do want to be careful. But yeah, sort of seeing the solid Armco barriers is not the easiest of things. At times here, don't clip the tyres on the inside. I'm still struggling with that one corner. Oh, I got on the power a little too early. We're going to understeer. Oh, there was somebody off the court. I think they were a lap down anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, we're going to plough our way through the final turn. We played it very close with the concrete. We are still going to have enough acceleration, and there we go. That was a race using the Micro Machines camera. It's weird. It's cool. Not an idea I'd ever have thought of myself, but an interesting one. an interesting one at that. And that's at a fairly normal circuit. As I say, when you start going up to some of the other circuits, it's very difficult, if you don't know them well enough, very difficult to see where on earth you're going. So, instead what we're going to do is a track that we don't really need to worry about where we're going as much. We're going to play around at Crash Canyon. What vehicle? I know what vehicle I want to use. Where is it, is the better question. This is what we want. The mighty road cutter and Sharky on the back. Perfect vehicle for prattling around at Crash Canyon. Now, it is a very strong car. It is a very fast vehicle. However, A, anything can happen at Crash Canyon regardless, because things get a bit mad, and B, I can't see where I'm going most of the time. So, should be quite fun. Should be quite fun indeed. I mean, this time at least we'll... Oh, we are right at the very back. Sure, we are right at the... Oh, I changed up too, so... You know what? I'm almost not that disappointed. Okay, difficulties that we are immediately going to see is from this angle, the track looks very flat. It isn't, trust me. Which is going to... Whoa! Careful now, car. Which is going to make it very difficult to judge quite where the jumps are and where I need to be positioned. You know what? Just push. Push! But why are we stopped? Is somebody spun? Are they pointing backwards up at the front of this group? Come on! Well, I've raced this circuit a lot, and I don't think I've ever seen that. Oh, okay, if we get a little close to the wall, the camera does get a little bit angry. I mean, though, this circuit, yes, the scenery isn't the most spectacular, because, well, you're not really supposed to be seeing it from this angle. Or we might aerial attack somebody, things might go wrong for us. We actually do get... So, an advantage to this, if you can take it, and it's a little sketchy trying to, but because you can see the oncoming lane very early on, you actually might be able to dodge... Oh! Okay, yes, if we go right up against the wall, the cameras get angry. You might actually be able to dodge an incoming car a little better. Don't squish me against the wall, because I do lose visibility a little bit. Uh-oh, no! Don't put me into the oncoming lane. Yeah, a little bit more difficult at this corner, because you don't quite get the vision, but when you're at the other end of the circuit, you can see a little bit better as to what's going on. Ow, that was a nasty crunch for the vehicle ahead of us. We are going to, well, argue the case, but I'm really worried about... I was worried about that, pretty much. Didn't want to hit the jump awkwardly. Oh, we're going to have a car at the inside. No, I don't want to be spun. We're in 10th at the moment. Oh, I'm going to spin myself as I crash down on the circuit. That's, again, not really where I wanted to be going, but never mind. We're actually doing very well in terms of health. This is a strong car, as I said, and we've not actually been involved in all that much action. I will say, most of the time when I've been going close to walls, I've been okay in terms of the camera. This track has had the bigger camera. Again, I mean, this is something the game was absolutely not intended for. What is going on with that Volvo? I'm going to give you a helping hand. That was pretty brutal, not gonna lie. Oh, there was a crunch from something. Don't know what it was. That we didn't get to see. One of the interesting things that I've never noticed before is, of course, because of this angle we're seeing of the corners, we're seeing a lot of the... Oh, no, don't push me down there. Oh, I think that was a lot... Oh, I couldn't get across back there. That was a lot more brown trouser moment than I realised. We only really understood the length of the brown trouser moment at the very last second. Yeah, seeing where all the cars are spun out, it's quite interesting on here. Seeing where all the cars are spun out is quite an interesting thing. But don't fight with the road cutter. Sharky's still hanging on for dear life on the top. Uh-oh. Oh, there's a wreck there that I didn't see. Sharky's fallen off. Why did I say something? Ow. That was mid-rear. That was my rear quarter panel, I think. Possibly. We're fighting over 9. I think we've actually found the same Datsun and red big sedan that we were fighting earlier in all of this. Oh, there's clonking and crashing going on now as cars start going out. We did sit on a car there. We did a lot of damage to a car that we sat on. Oh, no, we've been spun by a little car. Where's my vehicle gone? I found my vehicle again. We're in 8th. Oh, we're about to get punted forward. Carefully does it around the top of the corner. I'm not actually thinking about gears at the moment, which I should be. Oh, dodge the green car. Oh, I'm in the middle of the road. Oh, no, don't fall over, don't fall over, don't fall over, don't fall over. Come on, we can do it. Punt the flattened pickup thing. We've lost all of our positions, god damn it. Oh, I'm kind of getting a bit more... I mean, I'm not driving very well. It will take a while, I would imagine, to get used to this sort of camera angle, but I'm sort of getting the hang of it. It's weird. in that I'm really struggling to almost think about gears a lot of the time. Like, I've got so much going on trying to think about on this circuit, and I'm really struggling to remember to shift gears, which is odd considering, you know, I've driven many games with manual gearboxes for many years now. I don't know why all of a sudden, once you change the camera angle to a wonky one, that throws me off entirely. Hey, we got the flattened pickup. Hey, and a bounce across the line we go. Oh, we got 6th in the end. Actually quite a fun race. I'm not going to lie, was a very good fun race. We didn't get fastest lap, that'll go to the denominator. Up at the front, Road Cutter, Road Slayer. Yeah, I mean, my car should be much faster than that. I should drive much better than that. But there we go, that was an interesting experience. Shall we go and have a look at a figure of 8 circuit? I think we should. I think we should have a look at the figure of 8 circuit. Now, theoretically, and I do mean theoretically, I'm surprised. I was expecting that to be a lot stronger. I guess not heavily armoured, actually. This one is. Never mind, ignore me. We'll stick with the... Actually, no, you know what? Let's go Mud Digger. Mud Digger's fantastic for armoured and surprising speed for a C-Class vehicle. Let's go. We're going to stick up to 8 laps. Let's do it, C-Class, and so on. Now, theoretically, the Micro Machines camera angle might give us an advantage here, weirdly, in as far as we will see the crossover fairly well. Now, whether you can time and judge the gaps, you know, that's a whole nother story, but you will have considerable time to see the crossover. Where are we? There we are. Just about got the hang of where my vehicle is positioned. Basically, watch the car that doesn't move off the start line, and chances are that's me. Oh, we're going to land on the back of another pickup truck. Well, we're not going to have anywhere to go here. You can spin the camera around, I will say, if you don't like the particular angle. If you spin the camera, what would normally be the look around stick, you can use that. If you hold that stick up, you can kind of have the camera fixed behind the car. It kind of takes away a little bit from the Micro Machines style. It's actually got very noisy through there. But, yeah, you can still move the camera around if you wish, although that's another thing to worry about. In the long list of things to worry about, that's another thing that I can't afford to worry about at the moment. Also, bad news as far as... Oh, we sat on that car. Well, bad news as far as the poor little thing ahead of us goes. It has been squished. Oh, bad news for me in terms of my theory of seeing the crossover. We'll see it from one direction, but we will not be seeing it from the other, because the camera will be looking kind of back on itself. So, yeah, my hope... Oh, come on, Mud Digger. You normally... Oh, wow, that was not a good place to turn across in front, really, was it now? I've actually not had the pack break up as much as it does often. We're going to go... Don't tell me we're going to go 8 laps without any sort of big crossover hits. That would be very disappointing. That would be very disappointing indeed. We're going to just push a car across the point. I think they're about to start, judging by where the leader is on track. Mayhem is about to unfold, which is good news for me, because we're quite a long way down. And not much is happening. Oh, there we go. Mayhem has unfolded. Didn't quite aim for it. Didn't quite get the landing we wanted. We're in 8th at the moment. Lots of smoke from cars ahead. Yeah, there's... The leader is going to start getting caught. Oh, the leader has just got caught. And the corner of shot going on there. I'm taking a very, very wide line. I don't really know if that's of much use to me. Oh, there's a lot of cars broken. I'm going to be broken if I do that anymore. The little... I can't remember the name of it. Volvo thing. Oh, I can't... Bulldog. There we go. I do remember my Wreckfest cars just about. Has been some time. We're 5th now. Come on, I need more chaos at the crossover. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're hoping for here. Oh, go clear! Just made it. This is now a battle for 4th. We have... No, 3rd, sorry. We have going on here, which means one of the cars ahead of us is a lap down. Because we don't have any name-over players, we will go behind that, although I'm going to hit the wall. Oh, yeah, mispositioned myself there. My depth perception was all off. We are now actually up to 3rd? Maybe someone got reset? I don't know, actually. I guess maybe someone got reset at the crossover, or someone got knocked out, I guess, potentially. One more lap to go. I think the pickup's actually leading the way. If we not hit the wall, we might have been right in with a chance of this one. There is a crossover, massive takeout for somebody up ahead. Is the final lap. Can I sneak past any of these? I think, can I sneak past? I'm in a giant truck. I think I can just push past if I need to. We are going for the crossover. Go for a pass on a lap down car, and they're going to put me in the wall. No, you're going to cost me the podium. No. The lap down bugger has cost us a podium. Little sneaky git. It was an orange... We were betrayed by an orange car. That will not do. That will not do at all. Yeah, the El Matador, the pickup, would take victory. The Bulldog... In the end, Bulldog got second, so we should have had a podium. What an arsehole. What an arsehole indeed. Shall we finish off with a demo derby? Perhaps, of all of the kind of game modes, this would be the one that would, in many ways, make the most sense. Almost, you get a much better view of the entire field. Shall we go? I mean, school bus is always fun. School bus is always fun. Shall we? AI set demo derby. I don't know what on earth they're going to bring to this. I don't know whether they'll ever bring any cars to a demo derby if I've picked a bus. I hope so. I hope so. I mean, the demo derbies are fun, not the easiest of game modes. It's a case of really, certainly with the last man standing one, you kind of hide in a corner, wait until a few vehicles are, oh, this is not going to go well for the AI, but also, if I dish out too much punishment early on, the bus, the camera, it might be against the wall, so I guess we'll see what the camera's going to do. Oh no, okay, the bus camera is a little wonky for this one. Or it's just not so good for the arena. It's just a very high third-person camera. That's a little bit of a shame. Little bit of a shame. Well, I mean, we've got a bus here now. It would seem remiss for us not to just go mad. Yeah, I mean, we will be killed. I'm going to have to spin the camera around a little bit in this one because it's not high enough really to get away with the kind of third person looking. Vibrating donkey, you look like your car is in far too good a condition. Oh, we're going to try and put you in the wall. It didn't work. Yeah, I mean, a bus against cars is never going to go well for the poor cars, is it? I was half expecting them to bring in some cars. Oh, someone over there just got destroyed. Cannot get that. So you there, good sir. You will probably not be having a good day. I've nearly fallen over myself. It's been a... I mean, it's not been the worst day for you. I might be about to make it a lot worse. There we go. It's a worse day. I have now fallen over. We're going to have a reset there. Wandle, you can go this way now. Into the mess. Might be a little OP in this one. I was expecting maybe a couple of other buses as well to play with, but no. We can just cause chaos. You're still alive. Let's change that, shall we? Or... I mean, I've only got one actual takedown, but damage dealt had better be immense. Well, it will be immense, let's face it, for the bus. Damage dealt should be incredible. That thing is actually rolling around on the hills. That looked healthy. I missed it. Bugger. We're still at 64 health. Ah, you do not look very healthy anymore. And that's a goner. And you, over there, Derby man, you're going to get bust. Yeah, that wasn't as good as you would have liked. I mean, you still got a fairly decent finishing position. To be fair, I think they could probably crash into me. Yeah, they will crash into me and kill themselves because they're crashing into a bus. Admittedly, that has taken a bit of life off of me. The tactic for beating a bus, I mean, the only real way you beat a bus is A, have everyone team up on it. The tactic's actually got to go and getting close. Because I haven't got the turning circle for really close stuff. Oh, well, I had an idea and the idea really didn't work. You kind of got, yeah, you want to get in close to kind of just do nagging damage rather than doing sort of big hits. 'Cause as you saw, the big hit will kill the car that actually crashes into me. Who is left? Ah, over there. Come here. Now, this is where we might have issues. My turning circle is abysmal, and your turning circle is not. Although, you're going to have to crash into me because you need the contact timer. Oh, that was a brutal death. That was a brutal, brutal death for the car. Apparently, all of the cameras are bird's eye. Whoop. I think it's on the bonnet or something. So there we go. That was a look at the Micro Machines style of camera. It's interesting. You know, it's a very interesting, very different experience. Kind of a slight bit of a shame it didn't really work so well with the bus at the Demo Derby arena. But when it comes to Crash Alley, when it comes to Figure 8 circuits, it was good fun. When it comes to specific tracks, you will need to know them very well. Otherwise, it is difficult to drive. But certainly if you fancy a challenge, fancy something a little bit different, and we don't see many games go for the Micro Machines style camera. For good reason, it is a difficult thing to get working. It is very difficult seeing enough of the track going forward. But yeah, it's a fun experience. I won't be playing Wreckfest in this manner, you know, solely, but as a fun little challenge, a fun little experiment, and a little bit of a play around, it is something different. As I said, you've probably not ever really wondered what Wreckfest might be like with a Micro Machine style camera. However, if you have, this is the mod for you. I shall of course link the mods used in the description of this video if you want to go and give them a try yourself. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.